Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. Today what we have here is the Redmi Note 10 5G that will soon be launching in Malaysia on May 20th. Right, so what we'll be checking out today is what came in the box and my first impressions on this supposedly most affordable 5G device coming out of Redmi. So whether or not you should hold on to your money and wait to purchase this device, let me tell you more about the Redmi Note 10 5G. Before I start off, I just want to say that my variant here is the 4GB of RAM and 128GB of internal memory variant. So I'm not sure of the price right now, but the original Redmi Note 10 costs about RM699 here in Malaysia. And because we have a couple of downgrades on this device here, hardware-wise, I won't be surprised if the price eventually is the same. Right, so let's start off with what's in the box. I've already unboxed this guy, as you can see here. And first up, you do get the device itself. You also get a 22.5 watt charger in the box. Glad to still see this here. You have your Type-C cable, very basic stuff. And of course, you do get that silicone case in the box for that extra protection. Right, so moving all this aside now, we already can see what's in the box. Let's take a look at this device itself. So my variant here, the color is called graphite gray, and it does look quite attractive, although you can see that it is already attracting a couple of fingerprints, although it's on this pretty nice, smooth feeling matte back cover. It does look alright here. I would say that hopefully it's not so attractive to fingerprints, but yeah, we'll have to see about that. On the top left corner, we do have a camera cutout. Although it looks like it's two pieces, it's actually one single piece right here. So that's pretty cool. If you look onto the top here, you do have your headphone jack. And at the bottom, you do have your Type-C port and single firing speaker. On the left, it is pretty clean. You have your SIM ejector tray, as well as on the right here, you have your volume rocker paired with your lock button. So bear in mind that this is a fingerprint scanner on the right here as well. So you can unlock your device very easily, even if you're wearing a mask. All right, back to the front here, we are greeted with a 6.5-inch LCD display and with a tiny camera cutout at the top there. Let me try and pull out a browser so you can see how large or small that camera cutout looks like. But yes, this is an LCD display and it's running at 90 Hz. So you do have quite smooth, I would say. Can't say that it's the smoothest right now, but obviously it's pretty alright. It's kind of a smallish downgrade from the Redmi Note 10 because that came with an AMOLED display, but we only have LCD here. But the good news is it comes with a higher refresh rate. So that's alright, I would say. In terms of processing power, this device here is powered by the Dimensity 700 processor. So that's actually quite similar to the Snapdragon 720G, just in terms of performance. So you can expect some mid-range kind of performance coming from this budget device right here. So it does come with, like I said, 4GB of RAM and 128GB of internal memory. So you should be able to start filling that up with your stuff. It also has this memory card slot, so you can put in your memory card for that expandable storage. All right, let me talk very quickly a little bit about the cameras at the back here. So like I said, we have 3 sensors here. And if you're familiar with the original Redmi Note 10, you would remember that the original Redmi actually came with 4 cameras. So what we're missing here actually is the ultra wide. You don't have an ultra wide here. All right, so what we do have at the back here is a 48 megapixel main sensor, a 2 megapixel depth camera, and a 2 megapixel macro sensor. So honestly speaking, if you ask me, I'm not too convinced about those 2 megapixel sensors. In a way, you just feel that Redmi is putting up these sensors here just to make it a triple camera setup. But the only sensor that really matters is the main 48 megapixel sensor at the top here. So yeah, unfortunately, we don't have an ultra wide over here, but this is what you get with the Redmi Note 10 5G. So here are a couple of basic samples that I took earlier on to share with you guys so you can have a brief idea on what it's like to shoot using the Redmi Note 10 5G. Alright, so moving on from that, we also have this 5000 mAh battery in the back here that's supposed to last you at least more than 1 day. It doesn't tell how fast you can charge up this device right here, so I'll be testing that out more in the full review. But yeah, I'm glad that it at least has a 5000 mAh battery in the back. Alright, down to the speakers again. Like I said, we do have a single firing speaker and it does get pretty loud, although we do miss out on the stereo speakers that was on the original Redmi Note 10. So again, like I said, we're missing some stuff here compared to the original Redmi Note 10. But let me just play a quick audio for you so you can actually have a quick idea on how it sounds like. Alright guys, so that's the kind of audio quality you can get from the Redmi Note 10 5G. Obviously, I'm at about an arm's length away from my device right here, so it's not the loudest. But what I can say about the audio quality coming from that single firing speaker is it's pretty alright. It's not the best here, although I did wish it still came with that stereo speakers that was on the original Redmi Note 10. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much it from this quick first impressions on the Redmi Note 10 5G. So far, I think it's pretty alright. If it does comes with a pretty decent price range, I think it might be actually worth your money. But then again, we don't really have 5G here in Malaysia yet. I think it will be launched at the end of the year, and if you feel like you have to be future-proof with that 5G at the back, maybe this is something that you might want to consider saving your money up for. Alright guys, if you have any questions or if there's more stuff that you want me to test out from this device right here, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. Of course, if you can give it a like and subscribe, that will be really appreciated as well. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe everybody. Bye!